Hello, hello! I've arrived. Artist, archivist, future man, and tonight, theoretical medical professional. You can call me Tiberius Vanderfield. Hello, hello. I suppose I maybe should think of another title. We've been going by theoretical medical professional for quite a while, and we haven't been playing as, well, I don't know, I guess I was going to say we haven't been playing as the doctor for these past few missions, which is kind of true, I suppose, since we've been following Chen. But I suppose we haven't really been playing as Chen or any of her forces either, necessarily. But yes, just sort of a little bit of disconnect between the story and the story and the game. Anyway, we're playing Arknights tonight. Yes. So, let's see, anything else to go over before we get started? Yeah, so we're playing Arknights. This is the last stream of the week. Next week, I don't expect, currently, anything to interrupt me on Tuesday, or anything to otherwise come up on Tuesday. So we should be good to stream on Tuesday. Yes. Assuming we do, we will be playing some more Umumusume Pretty Derby Party Dash. Then on Friday, you can expect some more Guilty Gear. And then on Saturday, you can expect some more Arknights. Yes, the Tuesday stream and the Saturday stream are... Did I say Saturday for Arknights? I feel like I didn't. Well, I'm saying it now. But yes, the Tuesday and the Saturday streams are planned for roughly 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and then the Friday stream is planned for roughly 9 p.m. Central Time. But yes, pretty quick and easy there. Not a whole lot else to go over, so I suppose we might as well get into things. So yes, last time around, we did Operation 5-7, and that's more or less it. But yes, that was quite the mission, But I am glad that we completed it. But yes, in case anyone was wondering, from last time, I'm definitely feeling pretty good today. Got plenty of rest, got quite a bit done. I've gotten my taxes done, so that's nice. I was thinking about maybe doing a taxes stream to varying degrees of seriousness at various points in time. But, well, it seems like I'm not going to have to do that now, so. Anyway, so, let's see. I don't think we started 5-8. I'm pretty confident we didn't. Because, yeah, I don't remember anything having seen it at all, so I suppose we should just get right into things, and we will adjust once we have seen the mission. Sip. Yes.
Operation.
As anticipated, this seems to be mostly a...
Leave it to us.
Oh, hold on.
Ready for action.
I have made an error. Okay.
I'm here to help.
So, let's try that again. Yes, I didn't see the exact path that these enemies will take, which is a bit of a problem.
I won't sleep on the job.
It does seem that they're going to be focusing primarily on where Myrtle is, which is kind of nice, but we, need to be able to block, and Myrtle can't do that.
Today, little apple.
So... Onsel... Not really a great place to put Onsel there. Yeah, it really would be a great place to put Onsel, because, yeah, then he would be taking damage. We'll try Gummy. Yes, from here she should be able to heal everyone that needs it. Onsel. I guess we're probably going to have to move our front line pretty far forward if we want to be able to cover everyone. Alright, Bee Hunter just went down. But I'm not too concerned about that because, again, I don't know that we're necessarily going to stand our ground here, so to speak.
The battlefield is a graveyard. We're counting on you again today, little
Alright, I think we should have placed our defenders earlier, probably, but I'll take what I can get. Um. I guess our medic getting shot every now and then isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world.
Please hold on.
It's not the best thing in the world, but it's survivable.
A bit late, not a big problem.
Yes, quartz is probably not the ideal choice for here, but probably none of the choices that I've made are necessarily ideal. Oh yeah, quartz. Oh, this is definitely not a great place for quartz because she's getting shot twice.
Understood.
I can at least... Ooh.
Almost
Well,
left off.
Here's something yummy for you. Leave it to us.
So, I'm not so sure about holding on the top there.
The medication is here. Take it.
There you are.
At least we've got, since we're spreading out the bolts,
My sword.
we aren't as... Yeah, quartz isn't suffering quite as much as she could.
Here I am.
But yes, I don't think that...
Let me do it.
Got it.
Alright, we're definitely not gonna survive for very long on this, in the back line there.
Doctor.
And quartz can't do anything here. Well, we might have just lost, depending, or no, because yeah, Fang only would have been able to block 2. Alright, so we're definitely going to need to be
Got it.
a little bit more intelligent about how we spread out our units. We might want an AoE medic, or rather a multi-target medic.
First aid box. The medication is here. Take it.
Yes, one way or another, we aren't winning, so we might as well retreat.
I'm sorry I failed you, Instructor Doberman.
Alright, let's try that again. Yes, is there anything else that needs to be gone over? No. Possessed soldier. So I noticed the description for these, though I didn't point it out. Yes, a soldier that has been controlled by an unknown entity capable of regenerating rapidly. The appearance of such an aberration on the battlefield is almost beyond imagination. Okay, so they just recover HP over time. So that's not too concerning, honestly. Anyway, as for healers... Oh yeah, we did only have that one medic for that last stage. But yes. So... Blockus will switch out for... Perfumer, I think. Switch over to Fine Blending as well. But yes. So, we had an issue of there being a lot of pretty strong enemies at one point. So, if we had some way to start doing damage to them before they started moving, that would be good. I almost feel like we should maybe deploy a ambusher. But yes, Manticore and Ethan are both pretty low level. Well,
Okay.
either one would be perfectly acceptable for the purpose that we need. But yes, Bee Hunter. Bee Hunter is probably not strictly necessary. We could probably do better, but she's fine. I don't think we're going to need to... I don't think Crimson Crescent is going to be that... Well... They do have pretty similar... Yeah, they have similar recovery. Redshift and Crimson Crescent. I want to see how Crimson Crescent works, just because I haven't.
Joining the team.
Alright, other than that, our team should be pretty well suited. Yes, I just need to keep in mind where we need to deploy our units.
Commencing
Yes,
operation.
defenders getting shot by the turrets isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. It's definitely not the best thing in the world, but we could be experiencing worse. Yes, Fang here. and Myrtle here, I think.
Here to help.
Yes, maybe not the best initial play.
So this is a
Especially because Fang isn't going to be able to stick around for too long, I don't think.
Everyone, follow me.
Granted, she doesn't necessarily need to stay here forever.
I have to get serious now.
As for defense, Aura,
Big dummies, bring it on.
and yeah, we'll want the top lane blocked sooner rather than later. I don't think... Full stop. Anyway, I don't think that will necessarily... Ooh, okay, that was probably a poor choice. Because yeah, Cutter isn't tremendously tough. He's tough enough, it seems like, though.
Everyone,
This is not a great situation.
Anyone hungry?
Let's see. So yeah, it won't be until pretty late in the mission that we start seeing enemies go to the left-hand side, which is sort of what my main concern was.
Try some of my
How do we...
special
This is fine, I think.
to ambush.
Yes, Manticore is going to get hit a few times, but she's definitely going to be able to heal faster than she... Oh. Did I... Oh,
don't look back.
okay.
Here's something yummy for you.
Yes. Not the best positioning, I think.
I won't sleep all
Cruise
night
is probably
long.
a good choice.
Here I am.
follow me.
Yes, we're probably... Oh. Alright, now we're in dangerous territory. Alright. So we can't directly heal anyone on this side. I think Bee Hunter being in front would probably be marginally better because she is able to avoid some damage and thus benefit more from Perfumer's passive. Aura isn't doing a whole lot where she is, to be honest. A thing that hadn't really occurred to me was the potential of blocking the right-hand lane. Yes, this section over here. But yes, that would definitely be a good call, I think.
Here I am.
But yes, the left-hand side is being handled pretty well. Alantha can't do anything right now. Myrtle has generated all of the DP that she is ever likely to do. If we deployed Shiryuki a little bit earlier, we could have gotten a little bit more spread damage. Though granted, we are putting a fair amount of damage on these fellows anyway.
There you are.
So yes, if we placed Korra one tile further left, that would have been better, because now, yeah, we're having enemies get past us. Possibly just the one, but that... no, a breaker's getting past. There... I could have averted that, I think, but... oh well. So we might want to invest in another...
But I won't let it discourage
Would we need to invest in another defender, specifically? Let's think this out a little bit more. So yes, so if we block this tile, we could deploy Perfumer, well, if we deploy Perfumer there, we could have her heal here or here, but not both. Or actually, let me double check. I always forget what the range on Perfumer is. Or the range on, yeah, 2 tiles in front of her. That's what I was thinking. I guess I didn't forget, but I lacked the confidence to say it. So yes. So this tile could be a good one to block, but then that would leave us pretty exposed, or rather that would leave us without good healing on this side. Unless we were to deploy another medic, of course. But yes. So... rather than that, we might want to form a wall here, and, well, we are going to need to block this side at some point. And we can't abandon any side for any significant length of time. I don't think there's any way to turn off the turrets. It didn't seem like they could be targeted or anything like that. We might just need to gather some more data, do a little bit more experimenting. Yes, Cutter didn't stand up particularly well to anything that was happening here, but again, we also put her in a pretty bad situation.
I'm here to help.
Yes, I don't know that Myrtle is a spectacular choice for this once again,
In position.
but she'll do fine for what we need her for. If we deploy a defender there, they might be able to take both turrets without too much trouble, as well as blocking off the central area.
I'll protect everyone. Gather around me, guys.
Yes, and with Gummy on the field, we won't need to worry as much as early.
Try some of my
I don't want to deploy Manticore until we have some healing. This could be good, actually.
I won't.
Especially if we're not as focused on, getting these tiles covered. I say not as focused, as though we needed to worry about it at all. So yeah, so now we can deploy Manticore, I think. Deploying her a little bit early will, I think, be pretty useful for us. It will stop us from having quite as many enemies attacking. Is that? No. Okay. Alright, so we did leak there,
Anyone hungry?
which we could have averted if we had deployed Onsol. Would we?
Instructions. Big dummy.
Now I'm curious though. What would we need to do to cover that area effectively? Would we need Cora? Or would we need both of those tiles covered, I wonder? Yes, Onsol can cover a lot of ground here.
Here's something yummy for you.
Yeah, no, they do have health. Oh dear, who just went down? Oh, Manticore. Oh, that's not what I was expecting.
Try some of my special
Worrying.
food.
Yeah, I guess that's just kind of the nature of things, though. So yeah, she does have...
Here's something yummy.
Now we don't have damage on the left side. Though that is a solvable problem, to a certain extent.
Try some of my special
Yes, now I'm not so sure about the positioning of Gummy.
Homework. I have to get serious.
I might want to switch out Myrtle before too long.
Got it. Going too slow. Very well. Shadow.
Alright, so this is probably not the ideal time to use Shiryuki's skill. Probably would have been better to wait until this enemy was cleared out. Because yeah, ideally I want to get as many enemies hit by... Oh, actually, I could have deployed Manticore up here this whole time. That would have solved a lot of my problems. Alright, well, it's fine. So yes, I was trying to see if I could get, the whole deployment area covered by Manticore, but no, it would seem not. So yes, I'm not... I was going to say I'm not confident in...
Understood.
not terribly confident in Cutter's ability to cover this ground forever. Okay, we did need that lower tile covered, it seems. And yeah, we're losing our forces quite
Position.
fast.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hold
It's
on.
all my fault.
I just noticed that the cursor's showing up on the capture. That's weird. I don't like that. I'm going to turn that off here. Probably should have waited until after, or I should have done that before I started the mission, but you know. Alright. So,
Alright. All medicine has been prepared.
I think probably, let's see. What did I do to turn that on? Ah, I simply didn't turn off capture cursor. That would explain it. Okay. Anyway, so what do we want to do here? I think probably I was a little bit premature in starting this mission. Probably we should have waited a little bit longer. Or, you know, taken some more time to think. So yes. So I think, given what we've been seeing, we're probably going to want more high defense units. So yes. Possibly also just repositioning Manticore will benefit us a lot. Yes, Myrtle.
Scenery here, Doctor.
I think we'll want to deploy Melantha sooner rather than later. I don't plan to have her in position for a tremendously long time, but actually, where would we want to place Melantha? Bang can cover the ground there. Because yes, I was thinking about putting Melantha here, but I'd need to have a medic before I could reliably do that. We'll let Myrtle take out this enemy, and then we will use
I have to get serious now.
her skill. Do we... Would this be something? I don't think so. No, I think we would want...
Follow me.
Actually, yeah, we might want to deploy like so sooner. Oh, Myrtle just went down.
Do is wield my blade.
Alright, I don't like what's going on here.
Ready to fight.
Alright. Let's try that again.
Aw, struck out.
Yeah, definitely did a lot worse there. Definitely did a lot worse there. But yeah, deploying Gummy early probably was a good choice in the previous run. At least it let us get further into the mission.
Nobody can go 3 rounds with me.
I should be paying more attention to the paths that the enemy take.
I'm here to help.
That is something that I chronically do not do. But yes, Gummy, again, is very useful because she can block attacks on herself and on others.
Ready to fight.
Or block? Well, yes, she can block, but more specifically what she's good at is she is good at healing.
I have to get serious now.
Yes, and she might actually be able to block here as well. Okay. So, if we can deploy
Please hold on.
Console a little bit earlier, deploy Manticore like so.
Going dark. Here's something yummy for you.
Would
Mhm.
this be applicable? I wonder. Because yeah, we do need those breakers broken down pretty fast.
That's not my specialty.
Yes, we're getting a good amount of spread damage out of Manticore. She's taking out enemies reasonably fast.
Oh, I have to get serious now.
And again, we could benefit from Shiryuki,
Follow me.
the same way we were before. How do we... Would this be a decent choice, I wonder? It's not the best choice, I don't think. We'd definitely be committing very hard to a very specific way of deploying our units if we did that. This could also be something, but I'm not that confident in it.
On standby.
I think one way or the other, we need to replace Fang before too long.
Bring it on! Anyone
So
hungry?
yes, Myrtle also almost certainly isn't going to be a good choice for this specific position long term. Cutter could be something, but I don't trust her defense. Because she doesn't have... She has even worse defense than Manticore. Yeah, I definitely do not trust her defense. But
So this is a battlefield.
with some healing... Melantha's defense is even worse. Melantha does have better health, for what it's worth, but... I do hope that, yeah, Cruz is going to need to carry a lot of weight here with how we're deployed.
Not my specialty!
Manticore is doing a good job in taking a lot of pressure off of us. And I think that Shiryuki is also doing a pretty decent job. So yes. Will she be enough, though? Yes, we are actually getting pretty good use out of Cutter. But I think that enemies are going to start going through our... Well, maybe. Okay, Cruz might actually be sufficient here.
Try some of my specialty!
Okay. I do like what I'm seeing. But yes, it's very encouraging. I don't know that it's necessarily going to be the solution, but it's promising. Not that promising, it turns out.
I'm here!
Alright. So, get some more defense on Cora. And I think we're going to need Melantha. Will Melantha have the damage, though? Doesn't look like it. She can stop one, but she can't... okay, she did do a decent job there. If we'd removed... Yeah, I guess we're at a point where we don't need Manticore anymore. So if we had removed her, we could have deployed someone else and had some more damage. Yes, a qualified success, but a success nonetheless. Oh dear. Okay. Maybe less of a success than I was hoping for. Fang isn't going to get any health here, but at least he's going to block at least one hit. Probably not more than that, much more than that, but nothing else we can really do here. But that enemy is going to go down before they can get through. Okay.
That's it. Let's hit back and showdown.
So yes. So we did have an enemy leak when we got through, or when we lost, when Cora's skill went down. So yeah, that could have been improved upon. Yeah, I guess I hadn't really considered that as a drawback, but yeah. Things just getting stranger. Enemy veteran junkmen now have regenerative abilities. Alright, so I don't like this, but we will have to live with it. It seems like most of our tiles are going to be at least in some danger. But I'm definitely thinking we might want to deploy more defenders. Given the issue we were having before, I feel like defenders with a little bit more offense on them would probably be good. Blitz is a decent choice. Fire Whistle is probably an even better choice. Yes. I don't think we would want to go with, say, Cement, because she's not able to block very many units. She might be able to do a lot of damage per attack, but it won't matter that much if she... You know, if enemies are getting past her because she's only blocking one at a time. It could be worth looking into, but we'll see. Fire Whistle's kind of our go-to when it comes to high high damage defenders. And I think we'll swap out Bee Hunter. Swap out Bee Hunter for... Do we... Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, my OBS just disconnected. That's strange. But yes, it said that it can't connect to my account for some reason. That's very strange. Alright, is something wrong with Twitch? Nothing seems especially wrong with Twitch. But yes. Am I reconnected? No, I am not. It says it's reconnecting. Curious. Alright, well, give me just one moment here. Oops. That was strange. Anyway, we're back. So yeah, so I'm not quite sure what just happened there. I tried to disconnect and then reconnect my account on OBS, and that didn't seem to fix anything. So then I just restarted it, and now it's working, so it is what it is, I suppose. Anyway. Where was I? Oh, right. So yes, so we were deciding on what defenders to go for. We wanted ones with a little bit more offense than Korra, which is probably not going to be that hard to swing. But yeah, a lot of our defenders probably do. But we don't have an amazing selection. Is Gummy in here somewhere? No. Right, we already have Gummy on the team. Yeah, we don't have any that are massively more powerful. I don't know, it might be worth trying out a duelist. Cement is one of my favorites. But we haven't used Enectes yet, I don't think. We might have once, but I don't think we've used her very much, if at all. So, let's try Enectes out. I wondered, did Enectes ever get an English voice? No. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. We might see... Oh, hold on, story. Cutscenes. Forgot that those existed. 11:20 p.m. Overcast. Outside Immigration Department. LGD Headquarters, 2nd floor, Upper Lung Men. Madam Chen, something's wrong. Don't you think it's strange that we're able to enter the headquarters so easily? There were so many reunion forces outside, so we braced ourselves for a hard fight, but it was as if they were all sleepwalking. According to our scouts' intel, their equipment is practically damaged to the point of unusability. It's unlikely that they've seen much combat, and their degree of preparedness seems... It creeps me out. I've noticed as well. They don't even know we're here. At least they're not a threat right now. We'll follow the plan. Next, our non-combat squads will scout out the distribution of reunion forces on each floor and attempt to restart the security system that was disabled earlier. Additionally, we'll need to be ready to hold off a potential reunion encirclement. We must hold out until our plan is implemented smoothly. Understood. Focus your attention on controlling the situation inside. According to our sources, Reunion's temporary command center is on the rooftop. The rooftop? What kind of leader would put their command center on the roof? There's a significant possibility of this being a trap. But we don't have a choice, do we, madam? That's right. Taking back the rooftop would be like lighting Lungmen's signal beacon. We'll let Reunion witness the moment when the LGD headquarters returns to our hands. We ought to lead them all here. Get ready. There are still a few hours to go. Let the recon and engineer squads go first. The combat squads still have some time to rest up before the main operation begins. Don't waste even the smallest opportunity to create an advantage. Expect our enemies to fight to the death. Madam Chen, something doesn't feel right about this building. What do you mean? Let me make a conjecture first. As we get closer to the top floor, we may encounter some resistance. Perhaps there are some enemies stationed on the roof. However, the lower floors were completely empty. Only on the 6th floor did enemies start to appear, and while the numbers have increased, they haven't posed any threat. Just now, one of my squad members reported that he thought he saw some reunion members walk down a corridor, but they disappeared in the blink of an eye. Another member told me that he heard some whispering, but when he went to investigate, he didn't find anything. That's all we found for our investigation, but something feels wrong to me still. Let's go first. I don't have time for your nonsensical ghost stories. Even if there was something anomalous going on, I'll handle it after this is all over. Yes, ma'am. Let's take the fire escape route here. Though we don't go it often. It's going to come in handy now. This staircase will take us straight to the rooftop. You'll all control the top floor and use your vision advantage to cover me. I'll head directly to the rooftop and rejoin you after the situation is stabilized. Madam Chen, are you really going alone? Whatever the situation is, I'm sure we'll be able to help. I have full confidence in your abilities. However, I might have to go all out in this coming battle. The most you can do to help me is clear Reunion out of this entire building and make sure I have nothing else to worry about. In that case, we won't get in your way, Madam Chen. Lungmen is counting on you. Wrong. Lungmen is counting on us. Yes, sir. Hurry. Probably put Chen back in the team, now that I think about it. Good evening, madam. You charged straight into my trap alone. Should I call you brave or just stupid? You have nowhere to run, Reunion Commander. Is that so? From my perspective, madam, you are the one who has nowhere to run. My comrades shall devour you. Talk is cheap. Show me what you've got. You should never have set foot here, Reunion. Alright, straightforward. So, we see Mephisto again. This isn't a boss stage, so we're not going to see him in combat, I don't think. So, we've got the normal enemies on top, and I imagine we're probably going to have some normal enemies on the bottom. We'll want to put someone in front of Myrtle, not behind her, I think. Actually, it might be the other way around. Well, one way or the other. You don't want Myrtle to be alone. That would be terribly sad. But yes, Melantha should be perfectly capable of handling herself for right now. And we'll get some more deployment out of Myrtle. We are going to start seeing enemies coming from the middle before long. I say as though we weren't seeing that right now. But yes, as we get further in, we'll get a better idea of where we really need to place units. But yes, Fang is doing a decent job of holding off for the time being.
So this is a battle.
Here's something yummy for you.
I think we're going to want to switch her out before long, though.
In position and ready to
But yes, maybe not the best position for, or at least not the best circumstances to use.
Anyone hungry?
Yeah, to use Fire Whistle. She's going to do fine, though, I think.
Ready?
Since we've still got her on the team, we'll use Manticore to slow down the enemies a little bit, do a little bit of AoE damage.
Here's something.
But yes, take a little bit of the pressure off of Fire Whistle and potentially have more enemies within her mortar range for longer. Alright, so now we've got a possessed junk man coming down the middle.
What are your...
Anyone hungry? Serious now.
Are we going to want to use... What are we going to want to use? What is the... Well, yeah, she's facing upwards. I was wondering what direction Perfumer was facing, but I know.
Here's something yummy
But yes,
for you.
just from looking at her. But yes, you do have the side benefit of getting some pressure off of Fire Whistle by deploying like that. The Fire Whistle Manticore combo is doing Better than I expected, to be honest. I don't know how much more value we're going to get out of Myrtle. Especially since we've got a possessed Junkman coming our way. That's going to be a problem. And that's also going to be a problem. I think Melantha's probably the better frontliner of the two options. Someone just went down. That was... Who was that, actually? I'm not sure. Oh, it was, yes, Manticore. Alright, the Junkmen are doing... Or the Junkmen are being dealt with fine, I suppose, I should say. But they're not up top, and we are going to lose. Okay. Yeah, not enough damage. And yeah, nothing we can really do to salvage it at this point.
I can wait. Quiet.
So yeah, more damage in the middle sooner probably would have been good. Some healing up top probably would have been good. I'm always reluctant to place medics in the line of fire. Yeah. So yeah, I'm always reluctant to put medics in the line of fire, but really, you know, you just have to sometimes. Yes. So we can attempt that.
Right. All medicine has been prepared.
Yeah. More or less what we did was pretty fine. It got us through a lot of the mission. Yes.
Here, Doctor.
As for a little update on myself, one of the... I don't know what the word for it is. Arms, perhaps? Yes, one of the parts of one of my, I say one of as though I have... Well, I do have more than one pair, but I only wear one regularly. Because it is the only one that is up to date. Anyway, one of the arms, I suppose, on my glasses broke recently. And by recently, I mean earlier today, a few minutes before stream. So yeah, the other one is still functional, so I can still wear it. But it's a little bit irritating. Yes, it is a little bit irritating. I need to deploy... There we go, Perfumer. Yes, more damage in the middle would be good. Though what exactly we want to do for that is still not... I'm not entirely certain of. Would Cutter be a good choice for this? Not with how we're positioned, certainly. But I think in general terms, probably yes. I think, Alright, I let myself get a little bit startled there. Alright. So, Cutter, I think, would have been a good choice, but I don't think she's going to be able to attack enemies where they are. If we had placed Gummy a little bit further back, I think that Cutter would have had range on these enemies. I don't like the order in which I've deployed everyone now, because now Onsel is going to be targeted by enemies. Granted, if we deploy Eunectes, that won't be as big of a problem. But yes, Onsel is taking damage every now and then. Well, he's taking damage pretty regularly, but it's maybe not the worst thing in the world. Melantha is doing damage pretty reasonably fast, but not fast enough, I don't think, for her block. Yes. I tried to use her skill there, but I misclicked. I think... no, enemies aren't getting past us. We need to start doing more damage. But yes, we can use Gummy's skill, get a little bit more healing from Onsol, just to make things a little bit less frightening. Yes, Melantha is not blocking quite as I'd like her to. Cutter is doing a lot of damage, precisely as I would like her to. And you know what? Honestly, our duelist is doing pretty good. But yes, and we're also covering the top pretty well. I'm a little bit worried about Fire Whistle's long-term survivability, but that isn't necessarily guaranteed to be a problem. But yes, I do think it's going to be a problem though. I guess it depends. I think we need to remove her. Yes. I like Manticore, of course, but I think that she was taking a little bit too much focus off of the healing for Onsol. One thing that, yeah, we might want to switch over to just another multi-target medic. Because, yeah, the issue, I think, is that Onsol is trying to, you know, heal different units, so he can't consistently heal himself as he needs to. But yes, that was pretty clean otherwise, though. Alright. Oh, hold on. I keep getting ahead of myself. Alright, so, let's try that again.
Alright.
Retreat.
All medicine has been prepared.
And retry.
Did anybody get
Yes.
hurt?
I think that repositioning Gummy slightly would improve things. It wouldn't make a massive difference for anything, but it would make things a little bit better for us. A little bit more optimal. I suppose, I don't know if we want to place Eunectes in front of or behind Gummy. I think in front is probably better. Because she has a lot better damage. I was thinking in terms of, you know, maybe we would want to use her to take out enemies that would leak past Gummy. But we already had the discussion about, you know, guards and whatnot. Eunectes, of course, isn't a guard, but she also isn't a traditional defender. But yes, Manticore did fine. But yeah, the only issue with her was just a slight positioning problem with me. I think one thing that we could do is we could actually put Manticore about here. We could put Manticore here to allow her to do some damage in here as well as up here. And that would be perhaps a little bit less ideal for the purposes of our making sure that enemies can stay within Fire Whistle's effective range. But we can also deploy Fire Whistle a little bit further back if we have a multi-target medic here. And having Manticore here will make sure that our multi-target medic isn't getting shot, which is nice. But yes, even if Manticore dodges the shot, she still blocks it. So, Cutter is fine. Cutter's not doing anything especially impressive. We might switch her out for Chen just for thematic consistency. Though again, honestly, we are getting pretty good use out of Cutter every now and then. I wonder what Melantha's stats are relative to Chen's. Melantha is, of course, a lot higher level. Do we even have Chen promoted? Do we even have Chen? Oh, there she is. So yes. So Chen has about 1,000 less HP, which, you know, isn't that big of a deal because she does have a lot more defense, so she's going to be taking damage a lot slower. She has less attack, but she attacks twice per attack. She can stun enemies. She's a lot more expensive, though. Yes, unsheath is also a big nuke. That could be good. Decisions. I don't know. I do want to use Chen just because, you know, this is the Chen part of the story. Whether we... Yeah, I think we'll see how Chen treats us. We might switch Cutter out for Melantha if we feel like we still need Melantha. Though I didn't really choose Melantha for any specific reason, I just sort of still had her around. Alright, so, one more time. Did I? Alright. One more time, because I didn't switch out the medic like I was planning to. So yes, so, one more time. Whoops. Console. I wonder, do we have another multi-target medic that is leveled, or do we just have Telopsis? I think we just have Telopsis. Myrrh, we do have Myrrh. Actually, no, Myrrh is a normal medic. She is a medic. It's still so funny to me that this subclass of medic is just called medic. She is a medic. Anyway. So yeah, so I don't think we have... We do have other multi-target medics in general, but we don't have any others that I have leveled up. And I don't know that I care to level anyone else up at this point. So, I don't know. I was going to say I don't like that, I've said it before that I don't want to rely too much on Telopsis, considering that she was sort of my main strategy for a lot of my casual playthrough, or my casual play of this game. But we're not really choosing Telopsis for the qualities of being Telopsis specifically. We're using Telopsis just because she can heal more than one person at a time consistently. So yes, with this actually, if we're smart about how we deploy our units,
Check your gear before departing.
then we might actually be able to cover the middle a little bit more too. Have some overlap on the healing. That would be nice, I think. But yeah, so we will need some DP soon, and quite a bit of it too. But that is what our vanguards are for. Alright, Chen, if you would be so kind, please assist the people of Lungmen. Alright, Fang is doing fine. You probably want to defend the middle sooner rather than later. Yeah, Gummy in the back. Yeah, that's fine. Again, I was sort of considering, but I don't think that there's any reason to not do that. I guess which way I place Manticore doesn't matter. But yes, she is going to start taking damage here, so we probably want to up. Oh, I almost made a mistake there. Where I guess it's not a huge deal, but I almost didn't do the thing that I was planning to do.
Ready for action.
But yes, I don't think we're going to need Fang desperately for too much longer, if at all. Doesn't really matter on in this case either.
Everyone, follow me. Sim.
I feel like Chen's a little bit better in the front versus Cutter. Her defense is significantly higher, and she is able to stun, and in so doing, reduce the amount of damage that she is taking.
In position and ready to light 'em up.
I'm not 100% sold on our current deployment, though.
Anyone hungry?
Because I feel like...
Initiation complete.
Well, Obviously, we don't want Myrtle here for too much longer. He is putting in the work, or well, Chen is. I got a little bit mixed up there. Anyway, what I was talking about more so is Fire Whistle. But yeah, I think it might have been a little bit of a mistake to deploy Fire Whistle as she is. I think probably we would have wanted to deploy Telopsis facing right, and then put Fire Whistle a little bit further back. It's not a huge deal, or anything like that, but I think that would have been slightly more optimal. But yes, we will swap out for Cutter.
The battlefield is a graveyard.
But yeah, the middle hasn't really been under any significant threat. It's mostly been our upper and lower lanes, I think, that have been the issue.
Here's something.
So yeah, so trying to focus more healing on the middle just because we could. I mean, it was an okay decision, but it definitely wasn't the best one. But yeah, I think between Chen and Cutter, though, we're definitely going to have a lot of damage to deal with threats at the bottom. We are losing a little bit more health on... We are losing more health on Firewatch than I would ideally like, which is to say, losing any health at all. Manticore isn't providing too much value at this juncture, so we might want to swap her out, honestly. Because yeah, she doesn't give us a lot of DPS is the problem. Oh dear.
Don't look back.
That's fine with let fragrance revive your mind.
Alright, Perfumer, you really need to heal very much. Okay. So. Okay, so we did lose... Okay, we have lost. Okay. So, we do need to rethink this a little bit. Yep. So yes, that's an interesting thing to think over. So yes. So, we did have the upper lane lose eventually. Yeah, we weren't taking enemies out fast enough, so we lost all of our health eventually. I think that we could probably, if we had switched over, well, yeah, okay. Maintaining this team, switching Fire Whistle over to Scorched Earth would be better, because that would allow her to be able to consistently take out, or rather do more damage more consistently to more enemies in front of her, if we wanted to keep her specifically in this position.
At your service.
But yes, on the bottom, then we did have the issue that Chen's survivability did run out a little bit. So yes, so Chen might not be the very best option. Alternatively, we could go for Unsheathe. Yes, we could go for Unsheathe and be able to nuke enemies more effectively. Because yeah, the issue there was just that the enemies sort of had bunched up a lot. But yes, we might be concentrating a little bit too much on the middle once again, though we do need the damage. We do need the damage in the middle. And Eunectes, well, Eunectes can do a lot. Eunectes can do a lot, and Gummy might not be strictly necessary in that position, to be honest. In fact, we could maybe switch around our guards a little bit. Or switch around our units a little bit. Okay, let me paint you a picture. So yes, so we've got Eunectes here, Gummy here, but Gummy isn't catching a lot of enemies because Eunectes is doing a pretty decent job. I guess I haven't been paying that close attention to how much Gummy is blocking, but I think that we could probably switch to a unit with 2 block and not lose too much out of that, as long as we're intelligent about how we're using Eunectes cooldowns and all that. So yes, so we want to keep Unectes here, I think. Switching over to a 2-block unit here would be perfectly fine. Chen is doing okay there for the most part. Having her and Cutter able to... I'm pointing at my screen instead of yours. My apologies. Yes, anyway, so Unectes here, Gummy here is how we're doing it. But I think we could probably switch Gummy somewhere else. We might even want to put Gummy up here, is what I was thinking. Have her roughly here, with Fire Whistle roughly here. I'd like to put her adjacent to Fire Whistle so she can heal Fire Whistle. But it's more important that we're able to block enemies further away so that they can be within Fire Whistle's attack range. So yeah, that would be most ideal. And that way Gummy could focus on healing herself, which would be more necessary. But yes. Manticore did admirably, but she didn't do anything too effectively. So we might want to switch her out for someone. But yes, our current Vanguard setup is perfectly fine. Our current guard setup could use some work, but I think that just being able to nuke more effectively when necessary is probably a good good way through it. So yes, Chen, Fire Whistle. Who do we want to replace? Who do we want to replace Manticore with is the question, though. I'm tempted to go with a sniper or something of that sort. I wonder... Yeah, our snipers wouldn't have anywhere near as much defense. The health on some of them is comparable, though. They definitely have a lot more DPS. Yeah, they have less attack, but they'd attack a lot faster. Who would be a good choice, though? I don't know that we have an amazing choice. I think, again, we do want to focus on having a guard to support Unectes, though. I don't think there's any such thing as a healing guard. At least none of the ones that I have are such. Though I guess if we want to go for a unit who can support, Swire. That's kind of what she's here for. Well, okay, yeah, Siderica can heal, Matoy Maru can heal, but they can heal themselves. So yeah, Swire. This is precisely what she is meant for, actually.
Aha! You finally need my wisdom.
So yes. So Unectes is doing fine. I don't know that we could... Well, actually, Unectes is doing fine. But I do think in this particular instance, we could do better using Stratum Groundbreaker, because that's going to be dealing damage to all units. Because yes, the Menacing Slash stuns all blocked targets, but, you know, she only blocks one target. So yes. Tomahawk could be good, because that would just increase her damage and defense passively. We're gonna go with Cement, honestly. Mostly just because I like her. But we're gonna see how she does anyway. Durnar could also be good. She doesn't have good DPS most of the time, but she does get good DPS eventually. We've got a lot of other guards, but I haven't really invested in any of them. So I don't really have a great idea of what I want to do with them. Vulcan. Vulcan's a different type of guard, much like, or keep saying, I feel like I'm saying guard too much. Defender. Rather, I shouldn't be saying guard at all when I'm referring to defenders. Anyway, Vulcan is a different type of defender, much like a guard such as Utage or Norcorn Rathalos edition. She is able to, or she isn't able to be healed normally. Yeah, but she is able to heal herself. Does she? Does she heal herself? I thought she healed herself on attacks, but I think that she doesn't, at least not initially. Maybe she would if we promoted her, but I guess we can preview that. So yeah, self-defense. Okay, so So that's regeneration while her skills are active. And both of her skills do increase healing, or do give her some healing over time. Vulcan is a thought, but I don't know that... Yes, I don't know. I'm thinking about using Vulcan, but I'm not too committed to the idea. I think we're going to try out Cement.
Work, work. Hop to it now.
Alright, any other revisions to make? I think we're probably pretty good overall. So yes, we shall see. We shall see how this treats us. I might want to promote Squire one of these days.
Be ready, and make sure you don't get any innocents involved. Tactical
Yes.
support system. Online.
We've also seen Hoshiguma in this story,
I'm here to help.
but unfortunately, I don't have Hoshiguma. He's one of very few units who have been around since the start of the game. I don't know that she was in like the very first initial phase of the game, but she's been around for a good long time,
Take them out fast.
and I have not had her this entire good long time.
Ooh, almost dozed off.
So yes, the lack of stun is going to give a little bit less... oh,
This is Chen.
I forgot to switch. Oh well. That is Chen, in fact. Okay, anyway, so we need defense up top sooner rather than later. So probably we should swap out...
On standby.
Honestly, we could probably swap out Fang now.
Artilleryman in position.
Yeah, again, the middle was never really an issue, so we don't really need to focus on it too hard. Galopsis...
Teammate charging.
Drop your weapon.
So yeah, so we want to block enemies... Yes, okay. Oh,
Everyone.
I was so focused on either side that I did completely forget about the middle.
For you. Ooh, almost
Hmm.
around me, guys.
Yeah, I think we need to deploy Swire now.
This is far from my only battlefield. Push forward, Commander.
So yeah, not the best position for Swire, and definitely not the best timing for her, but
Max deviation
she shouldn't die.
is 2 centimeters.
And that's something. That's some comfort at least.
Specialty.
Yeah, we need to
Almost dozed off.
remove Myrtle immediately.
Be afraid.
Because yes, we need healing now. We need healing yesterday, really, but...
Try some of my specialty.
So yes. Swire, I think we can sit on her skill for a little while. Ah, Galopsis is going to get healed by Gummy. I hadn't really considered that as a...
Push forward, Commander.
anything. Yeah, I hadn't considered that as a possibility, but yes, it is a very real thing. So that's nice.
Try some of my specialty.
Honestly, one thing that we could do, I hadn't really thought of it, but we could,
I can wait.
if we've got a unit behind... Okay, basically, I'm thinking we could probably put Liskarm in front of Cutter, because that way, even if she's not attacking, she can still get charges on her skill. She can get skill points. And that means that she can, be able to use her very strong abilities. So that could be pretty good. If
Anyone hungry?
Chen's Unsheath has any range on it, that could also be good.
Need some fire to burn him up.
Alright, I want to make sure that things don't get out of hand. So I want to use my cooldowns on cooldown.
On your heads.
Let fragrance revive your life. Don't
Yes.
hold back.
I don't necessarily want to use my cooldowns on cooldown every time,
Stay focused.
but
You're running that pouring machine.
I do want to make sure that I'm using them, because I definitely sit on them too much, too often.
Try some of my specialty. I've seen through the enemy's strategies.
So, that would improve Cutter, but Cutter's not really
Seen through the enemy's
doing much currently.
pride.
We're doing perfectly fine up top.
Relax. Stay focused.
Hmm.
You're running that pouring machine.
I don't like that Swire... Oh no, Swire isn't taking damage, never mind. I was going to say, I don't like that she's taking damage, but she's not, so we don't need to worry about it. So, soon we will have... Yep, there we go. More Scorched Earth. We are going to have an enemy get past, potentially. No, we're not, actually. Never mind. They are going to be outside of range for more shooting, but they should be handled pretty handily. Cutter did okay. I mean, she did her job fine. It's Chen who died. I think Cutter can mop up here. Alright, pretty clean. And would you look at that? We beat 2 levels in one stream. Sit. You're no match for me. You defeated all my comrades single-handedly. Perhaps I must reevaluate your abilities, madam. That's enough. No, far from it. Faust, give her a shakedown. Understood. Those on the roof, get down. Oh! Reunion sniper. They even made sure to prepare for ranged attacks. But how does he pack this much firepower? That's not enough to save your life. You'll die before your sniper can land a shot on me. Wait, were you arrested by the LGD before? Your bunch caused me a great deal of grief, but it's nothing compared to what Ursus did to us. You missed that shot on purpose, dear madam. We'll spare your life this once, so take this as a gesture of kindness. Right now, the seeds of unrest have been sown within the LGD. It was your organization's corruption and negligence that gave them the chance to cooperate with us. Union scum, you know nothing about this world. Were you trying to say something profound? Did you think that Faust was rescued by Reunion? There were many infected in the LGD at the time. 21. Did you think that at least 4 of them would side with Reunion? But even those 4 were set up by me. After they got in contact with you, did you lock one of them up? Very clever, madam. She ran away. Have you still not realized the situation you're in now? Of course I figured it out. My squad has been crushed, and I'm the only one left. Our forces wandering around outside are hopelessly weak, and my comrades have basically lost their will to fight. Is this what you wanted to hear me say? I suppose you're not that arrogant after all. Well then, come, my guards. Rise. And now we're seeing what has possessed them. What did you do? Bits of Urgenium on their bodies are growing? Your Urgenium will pierce through their bodies and become their new form. Behold, officer, these are my guards, my immortal guards. Take it all, my herd, my comrades. Powder? My comrades need healing. They need me. Arts, all squads, be on alert. The enemy commander is casting wide-range arts using some kind of powder. Don't worry, madam. This does not concern you, as you are not my comrade. I like that even their names are distorted and wrong. Blood! Blood! Buy it now. Madam Chen, it's looking bad. All the defeated Reunion members started to transform into hulking monstrosities after coming in contact with that powder. They've started attacking us again, and they're slowly moving towards our defense line. Just how many of them have transformed? All of them. They are my herd, as well as my brethren. G7, G6. You. They shall never fall, because I will take away all their pain. You're just manipulating them like puppets. How can you call them your brethren? I see no difference between the two. For the greater good, we are willing to become anything. This is what you call the greater good. Looks like you're the only one I need to get rid of. You have a sense of purpose and the will to get it done. I'm quite drawn to you, madam. Focus your fire. Hurry! Aim at the enemy commander. But you'll find my guards are not so easily defeated. They just block the explosion with their flesh. They're completely unscathed? That amount of firepower should have been enough to blast through a layer of the city's fortified walls. Don't waste your effort. Wounds will heal, flesh will harden, life will return. Their weapons cannot hurt my guards. After all, I prepared them especially for you. Rise, my comrades. Don't let anyone interfere with our conversation. Madam Chen, Reunion is attacking us wave after wave. We can't defeat them using conventional methods. Do they not feel any pain? The other squads are also in the same situation. The Reunion members outside have also started moving. They keep charging towards the headquarters, trying to attack our security facilities. Prioritize taking care of the enemies in your immediate vicinity. Out of my way! Madam Chen, these things have no sense of feeling at all. They've completely surrounded the LGD headquarters. We're being forced into melee combat. We won't be able to support you. Take care of yourselves. Roger. Majestic, isn't it? After so many battles, their minds seem to have fallen apart, but their bodies are still healthy and strong. Sheer strength seems to be able to make up slightly for mistakes in decision-making. At least, we'll have ample time to slowly talk through our issues. I'd like to have a fruitful discussion with you, madam, about things that aren't related to this battle. There's no need for that. I'll just kill you right now. You're fast. But not fast enough. She deflected my shot with her blade. That black-haired kid has a good read on my movements. Looks like their plan is to harass me with sniper shots and predict my movements while blocking me off. Sorry, madam. I can pretty much predict all your possible moves. All I need to do is block you off a bit. This way, you'll never be able to close the gap. So, which do you prefer? Sharp arrows, explosive bolts, or heavy spikes? Looks like you really came here prepared. When a chess master finishes his preparations, he's assuming that his opponent will be playing their other color. Wait, why is my powder still sticking to her body? So that's what's going on. I see. I'm not good with the theoretical stuff like you, but I simply come prepared for everything. Your chessboard cannot contain me, brat. I am no chess piece. I am Lungmen's blade. The line between bravery and stupidity is fine indeed. Or were you planning to pull out some kind of trump card? If I remember correctly, I've never seen you use that other sword of yours in combat. Surely it's not just there for decoration, right? Ah. This sword was not meant to be drawn against the likes of you. You aren't worth of it, no matter what. However, you must pay for your sins, for all you've done to the innocent people of Lungmen and Chernobog. Right here, right now. This belongs to you now. I don't need it. Well, just treat it as a loan. Are you not afraid? Afraid of what? You turning against me? Yes. No, I am not. Why's that? Because I am not scared of death. This is no ordinary weapon. You'll gradually come to understand it. Do not waste its power on trivial things. A dragon-slaying sword shall only be unsheathed against a worthy enemy. Who you choose to draw this sword upon is entirely up to you. This sword is still hibernating. You still refuse to be unsheathed even in this situation. For right now, Qi Zhao, you must drink their blood. Alright. That wasn't a mistake that I made.
Bad. Just bad. You can do better, can't you? We'll work it out together. Don't give up.
I was trying to have a moment there, Schweier. Anyway, that wasn't a mistake that I made. I just was playing into the story of her blade not being unsheathed yet by not choosing the skill. We'll pretend that that's the case. So yes. So, it looks like we have a boss stage. I don't think we're going to necessarily complete the boss stage today. Honestly, we might call it for today as well. But yeah, we've done a pretty good amount of stream here. It looks shorter than it actually is due to, you know, it having stopped unexpectedly in the middle. So yeah, I think we might just wrap up here, and then we will continue this next week. So yes. So, with that, let us return. No, wait, hold on. Never mind. I'm getting my mice confused. Anyway, so, wrapping up. As usual, if anyone has any raid suggestions, I would be delighted to hear them. If not, I can find a target on my own. Yeah. Hold on. Sick. Still not great. As it turns out, doing weird guttural hoarse groaning isn't terribly conducive to speaking normally thereafter. But yes. Yeah. Raid suggestions. If you would like to, please feel free. In the meantime, I will go over the schedule. So yes. So, tonight's stream has been Arknights, and it is now concluded. Next week, we should be seeing some more of the usual. Hopefully. We should be seeing the planned schedule. Again, it's not really the usual per se, but we should be seeing the planned schedule. Yes, so Tuesday, Uma Musume, Pretty Derby, Party Dash. Friday, we should be seeing some more Guilty Gear. And then Saturday, we should be seeing some more Arknights. I wonder if something's up with my chat. 'Cause I feel like I keep seeing something out of the corner of my eye. But it's not like nothing like sticks around for very long. Actually, hold on. Is this? I think usually the chat's like slightly gray. There's like a gray area. And it's just not visible now. Huh. Does this have something to do with whatever happened to my... Strange. Alright, I might need to look into that, because I'm definitely... This is... Yeah. Okay, I'm not quite sure what's going on. Because yeah, I guess more specifically, I've been seeing sort of... It feels like something's kind of flickering in the Mix It Up chat area, or the Mix It Up bot. I have it on the chat page, which I probably don't need to do because I also have chat open on OBS, but I have it open, and I've been looking at it every now and then, because it feels like something is changing about it, but I'm not seeing any messages go through. And I've just opened up the chat on actual Twitch, and I'm not seeing anything either. So I don't think I've missed anything, unless something is just straight up preventing all messages from going through everywhere, which seems unlikely. Anyway, one way or the other, though, I guess if there is no chat, there can be no suggestion. So again, I'm not clear whether whether there's something wrong with the chat or if I'm just imagining it. Both of those are probably equally likely. Anyway, so let's see. Time, right? Okay, so Tuesday, Uma Musume, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Friday, Guilty Gear, 9 p.m. Central Time. Saturday, Arknights, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Okay, there we go. So yes, now, with that, I think tonight we're going to go and visit physicist. Yes, who is playing some Anton Blast right now. But yes, I remember having heard a little bit about that game at a previous point in time. Actually, yeah, I remember having learned a little bit about that game. I know that well, I don't know. I don't know enough about the game to really comment on it. But yes. I feel like, actually, I saw another game that was made by the same developer. Yeah, Anton Ball, I think it was. It's a game featuring the same main character, but a different style of game. But yeah, anyway. So, it appears to be a platformer of some description, which I recall. But, yeah, I have never seen any gameplay of it. So, anyway, one way or the other, let's get this raid set up. Physicist. And so, the customary raid message is, as always, we have arrived. Okay. Yeah, so my message went through, which would seem to suggest that I am, in fact, receiving messages, and that there's nothing too weird about my whole setup here. Anyway, so, all that being said, thank you all for being here tonight. I hope that you have had a fine night. I hope that you will continue to have a fine night every night. And I hope that you will be well until the next time I see you. Thank you all very much, and farewell. Let us get this raid underway.